Alright, we've covered a lot of ground in the Buying a House Sight Unseen series over the last 5 episodes. In fact, your smart device might be saying, hey, hook a brother up over here, hook a sister up over here, get me some cloud storage, you feel me? It's been intense and it's been great. But one thing that we have not covered are the questions you want to be asking during the actual video home tour itself. So break out your notes and let's get to it. If you're new here, thank you for joining in. My name is Andrew Finney and I'm a full-time real estate agent in Las Vegas, Nevada. My passion is to help you make sense of real estate. Over the years, I've put my experience to work as a top real estate agent for my many satisfied clients and for you with the hundreds of videos I've created about the home buying process, the home selling process, real estate investing, and home ownership. This is to give you the insider knowledge of what to expect to help you succeed with your real estate goals. If you've been following along in the series, you'll know this is the last and final video of the 6-part mini-series about buying a house sight unseen. If you're just joining us for the first time, thank you for finding the video and thank you for checking it out. If you want to go back and see what everyone's talking about in the first 5 episodes, please go ahead and click here to see the full playlist. Before we begin, please feel free to drop me a line in the comment section below and let me know what your key takeaway is from this series. Thank you. So the questions you want to be asking during your video home tour can really be broken down into 3 categories. That's before the video tour begins, during the video tour, and after the video tour. Let's go ahead and take a look at category number 1, before the video tour. If we don't know where we're going, then how are we going to know when we get there? So the purpose of this is to establish a game plan, write down some of these questions, ask these questions of your real estate professional as we get going. In category 1, before anything even happens, right? You want to know a couple of different things. The first question you want to ask is if there's any floor plans or 3D models available of the home that you wish to go see. The second question can happen on any given day, and that really comes down to reception. What happens if we lose reception during our video home tour? Ask your real estate professional if they will be able to record the video home tour and later send it to you in Dropbox or Google Drive or any of the cloud storage devices so that you can still see the video home tour of your new home. So let's take a look at category number 2 and the questions you want to ask during the video home tour itself. The first one is all about the condition of the property. We want to know if anything is damaged or worn that the real estate agent is seeing. Ask them to take a specific look at the surfaces, about the cabinetry, the counters, the surfaces, the floors, and heck, why not take a look up and check out and see if there's any missing or old smoke detectors that need to be addressed while we're at it. The second question is all about noise. Now you might remember from video 5, we were talking about sound score. Sound score is super cool because it's gonna give you an idea of the ambient sound around a specific property. Now that said, it's not always gonna be true to form whenever you're right there on the spot. It is a developing technology and I think they got a lot of promise going into the future, but for now, let's go ahead and put your real estate agent's ears to work for you and ask them what are the sounds inside and outside the home and ask them to describe those sounds to you so that you can know what you can expect in your sound environment when you get ready to come home. The third question is just simply to ask how old are the kitchen appliances and any other appliances on the property such as the HVAC system and the water heater if the real estate agent is able to discern how old it is. If the real estate agent is unable to discern how old an appliance is, it's okay. They can just simply pick up the phone, call the listing agent, and ask them to find out from the seller when the last time those appliances were replaced. The fourth question is all about the location of the property, in specific, which way does a house face? Now, have you ever considered if a house faces north and south, that means that you're not going to get the east and west sun. And if you do have a house that faces east or west, you're going to be picking up the east and west sun. So how does that house feel? Do you want a house with a lot of natural light? Where are the windows located? Ask your real estate agent what the natural lighting situation is in that property and which way does the house face. As a side question here, you might also want to throw in there, hey, how does the house feel inside? Does it feel light and airy? Does it feel dark and damp? Something else? I mean, does it have a vibe? Ask these questions of your real estate agent so that you know what to expect, since those are the things that don't always come through on video. Since those are the things that won't be coming through on video, go ahead and ask them. The fifth question is about proximity to your neighbors. How close is this house to your neighbors? The sixth question is, do you hear any noises when you're stepping on carpeted areas or stairs? Do you hear any creaks? Do you hear any sounds? We need to know what those sounds are and if there's any maintenance that's going to be needed moving forward. The seventh question is, how well maintained is the landscaping and does it appear like quality materials were used? The eighth question is all about smell, right? What does the house smell like on the inside and outside? Ask your real estate professional to describe the smell. There is no question that we should be leaving unturned during this process about anything in your mind's eye. Hopefully by now, as we've led up to this video, you've had an opportunity to write down what's most important to you and really start gaining clarity on some of those questions that kind of feel like they're far-fetched for a moment, but they're really not, because these are the questions that you would likely be asking if you were in person or even subconsciously processing like, hey, what's that sound? Hey, what's that smell, right? We need to make sure that we're doing the best that we can to give you a full description of the property, because this property could be your new home. And the third category is simply after your video tour. There's three questions you want to be asking. The first one is, did anything seem off from the listing photos to what you saw in person? If so, what were they, and please describe it. The second question you want to ask them before you adjourn your video meeting is, can they drive you through the neighborhood and the area to let you see where this home resides and put together context in between what you see on an aerial overview to what you see when you're driving through the neighborhood and the area itself. And during that video drive through, go ahead and ask them, where is the closest major shopping and how long does it take to get to major transit from that location? The third question is to simply ask your real estate agent straight up, what are the concerns that you think we might have with this property? What could pop up on us during the closing process? Specifically, anything that might be a health and safety issue that comes up commonly in that area. We need to know those things up front so that we can work it into our offer and make sure that we're ready to cross that bridge during the closing process when we get that home inspection report. If we can identify it now, we can cut it off at the pass and we can make things happen in helping you make the right decision that's right for you. All right, so now that you have 13 great questions to be asking before, during, and after your video home tour, let's go ahead and sprinkle in a few bonus questions. Now, these bonus questions are really for you, and it goes back to gaining crystal clear clarity and focus. The first question is, have you written down what your ideal home looks like to you in your mind's eye? If you haven't, go ahead and do it now. The second question is, what excites you the most about buying a home of your own? Let's focus on it and keep it front and center during your home buying process. The third question is, how will you know when you found the right home for you? Go ahead and describe it, write it down, and think it through. As we prepare to land the plane on this 6-part mini-series about buying a house sight unseen, I have 3 quick favors to ask you. The first one is to please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so, and tap the bell icon to get all notifications. And the second one is to show that you like this video by crushing that thumbs up. And the third favor is simple. Drop me a line, say hi, tell me what you thought about this series and what you would like to see next. I read every single comment that comes in on my YouTube channel, and I always love hearing from you. You're our tribe. You're the reason that I make these videos. So please feel free just to say hello or give me a different idea of what you'd like to see coming up next. All right, my friend, you have made it through this 6-part mini-series and you deserve a big applause. You have done a great job learning everything that you can about buying a house sight unseen, and now if you choose to move forward with this option, you're extremely well prepared, well educated, and empowered to make the right decision that's going to be best for you for the reasons that are important to you and you alone. All right, so as we land the plane on this mini-series, if you're ready to go even deeper and see what it's really like to buy a house from the point of view of a first-time home buyer, click here or click here to check out another video. Either way, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.